Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way. An unexpected video today as we are talking about Watford's new signing from Sparta Rotterdam, Maduka Okoye. Thankfully, I have a friend who's also a Sparta fan and a Watford fan, and he goes by the name of Brendan. He's been on the channel before, so we'll welcome Brendan into the video. Brendan, you must be absolutely delighted with this news. Firstly, how are you? Fantastic new haircut, by the way. But obviously, secondly, what a signing this is for Watford, and you're obviously going to talk about him for us today.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hope you guys are all fine. I know James, you will be fine, as always. But what a signing for Watford! I think it's a great signing for Watford. I watched him through the year. He's now 2 years at Sparta. Couldn't watch him last year because of the COVID situation. We have to watch him on telly. Some great saves he made. So, of course, as Sparta supporter, I'm obsessed he's leaving, but he's leaving to a lovely club, and that's Watford. And he's done a great job to go to Watford next season. And I'm excited to watch him at Vicarage Road.
Good stuff, Brendan. So we'll get into the announcement by Watford. So Watford announcing this at around 6 p.m. UK time today on Monday evening. And they say Watford is delighted to announce it has reached an agreement for highly rated young goalkeeper Maduka Okoye on a 5.5-year contract, so a long contract. And that will begin on the 1st of January 2022. And it says here he's Nigerian and he's joined for an undisclosed fee, which we believe to be about £5 million, 7 million euros, of course, from Sparta Rotterdam, where he'll stay on loan until the end of the current campaign, until the summer of 2022. So, Brendan, don't know where to start really, with this signing. Obviously, you are a Sparta fan. You're a Watford fan as well. Sparta is your local club, Brendan.
Yeah, that's why I support them.
From what you've seen of him, can you give us, let's start by doing this. Can you give us 2 positives and 2 negatives to his game? So, what are 2 things that you think he's really good at, and what are 2 things that maybe he needs to improve on in his game? Because he is only young, only 22 years old, and he definitely has the potential to improve, doesn't he, Brendan?
Yeah, we all knew the Black Panther, things like that. The name Black Panther, he's like that. He's on his reflex is very, very good. He's a tall guy, 6 meter feet. I don't know, 6 feet.
Yeah, 6'6" it said on the Watford website. So yeah, very, very tall.
Yeah, very tall, nearly 2 meters long for the guys who likes to get in the meters. So he's very strong. Very tall, very strong, and very good in reflexes and saves. His weak points to go on is the goal kick. His goal kick has to be much better than he does now. If I see he taking the goal kicks quite bad sometimes. Sometimes just put it over the line at the left side.
Ben Foster does that anyway. Daniel Batman does that. Brendan, I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Yeah, so that is one of the points he has to be improve on, and maybe sometimes improve on coaching his defenders. But
so is he? I've got a question for you then, Brendan, because you said he needs to work on like coaching his defenders.
Yeah, I think so.
Is he a very vocal goalkeeper? Does he communicate a lot with his defenders? Is he like a leader at the back, or is he quite quiet?
Yeah, I think he's a leader. He's a big man. He loves the guys in front of him, but sometimes with corner kicks and things like that, sometimes maybe he have to be more there. You have to set back up strong. But this guy, as we know, he's nearly 2 meters long, tall. So what he does when there is a fight somewhere, when there are 2 people fighting, try to fight with each other, the big man comes, stand up there, get a yellow card because the goalie is out of his place. But it's a guy who knows he's a tall guy. He's a big man, like Troste Kong said under his post last evening. So yeah, maybe the focus will be a little bit better, a little bit improving because he's still young guy, but I think he's good in focus as well.
You mentioned there William Schuster Akon, Brendan. Obviously, he is Nigerian. Do you reckon that will help having Emmanuel Dennis, William Schuster Akon at Watford? Obviously, they're both Nigerian too. Do you reckon that will help him settle in? When he does come to the club. I don't know if you watch him for Nigeria as well. I don't know how he performs for the international team. I don't know if you can give us a bit more insight about that potentially.
I think they will help him at Watford. It will be not easy for him to get to England, but as I saw him joining Sparta, directing, trying, learning Dutch. That's great for a German guy because he's born in Germany. His childhood wasn't in Germany, so he's tried to learning Dutch. That's great to see, and I think he will get his place at Watford. And I think Watford have to. Till we go on to maybe your next question, to be the first goalie. If he improve himself, of course, to the manager. But yeah, let's go on. I think the Troste Kong, Emilio Danos, they have a lot of talks with each other at the Nigeria team. I think they have said Watford is a good club. Watford is a lovely club. You can improve yourself there. So I think that is the trigger for him to come to us. I think in the Nigeria team, we have a Facebook group with Super Ego Akoye. And to be honest with you, I'm not seeing the great matches of him, but when he's got a few saves and things like that, they posted there. And it looks good for him at the Nigeria team. He's there the number one, every time selected, number one keeper of Nigeria, and probably going to the World Championships if they keep going what they do now. It's looking good for them to go to Qatar.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds really, really promising. And you did read my mind, Brendan, because my next question to you, it's kind of two questions really. My first question is, will he become the Watford number one? You've obviously spoken about his potential, his age. You've spoken about how tall he is. Very, very tall. So my first question is, can he become the number one at Watford? And my second question is, does this mean it's the end of Daniel Bachmann's time at Watford? Obviously, Ben Foster's the current number one at the moment. Daniel Bachmann's struggling to get into the team. And with the signing of Akoye, it's going to be difficult for Foster, Bachmann, Akoye, Dalberg when he comes back. There's a lot of competition for places there. So do you think he'll become the Watford number one? And do you think because of this, Daniel Bachmann will be leaving Watford?
You know what? I think Ben Foster, to be honest with you, I think Watford get some signings from him that he could be stuck with get his retirement after this season. That's a little bit the feeling when you buy a keeper, when you have 3 goalies at the club.
We've got Rob Elliott as well, haven't we? I forgot about Rob Elliott too.
Yeah, so we have a lot of goalies. I think Rob Elliott and Ben Foster will maybe get their retirement after this season. So that's maybe a little bit going on to the future, but it could be. If Ben Foster stay and Okoye will pass him, Ben Foster will okay with sitting on the bench, helping boys during the match days, things like that. I think he will get a manager job afterwards as goalkeeper manager, something like that, like training goalkeepers in the youth academy. But Daniel Bachmann, that's his. Well, it's a good goalie, as we see. He's playing good games for us. He's playing good games for Austria. But yeah, who's gonna win that battle then? Is it Akoye? Is it Bachmann? I think with the potential of Akoye with the age of 22 against the age of 27, you have to learn a few things. But at this age, it's an outstanding goalkeeper for Sparta in the Eredivisie. Last season, 25 games, 10 clean sheets. That's really good. That's really good for Sparta.
I want to talk about that as well, Brendan, because obviously I don't know anything about him. I'm purely going based on what you're telling me. It says here on the Watford website, he was named the player of the season last season for Sparta. Was there like a standout performance for you that you can remember? Was there like a fantastic save or a fantastic game that he had that you can talk to us about maybe?
Yeah, he got a few games in that COVID year against PSV Eindhoven away from home. He played a lovely game. I think we lost there somewhere in the last minute. It was very annoying, but we lost there. I think that was his best game. And when he came in, it was a cup tie against ADO The Hague, where the team of Daryl Janmaat.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was a cup tie, and normally you play your second goalie, and he was the second goalie on that moment. He came in, and he blew us away. He was that great. We lost
so
some penalties.
ever since that game, he kind of established himself as #1 at Sparta.
Yeah, at that game he was #1. And
who was the goalkeeper before that, if you don't mind me asking?
If I'm not mistaken, it was Benjamin van Leer. He played at Ajax before, and his girlfriend is Lieke Martens from the Dutch national woman team. And he replaced him, and he did after that well. He makes some mistakes, of course. It's every goalie. But to see his highlights, guys, go to the Sparta Rotterdam Instagram and watch their last post, or watch one of my posts in my story on Instagram. There you will see some very good saves.
So shout out your Instagram handle quickly, Brendan, as well.
Yeah, watch them on Watford FC the Netherlands, WFCNL, and you'll find there in my story the lovely footage of him goalkeeping. Yeah, I think the ADO The Hague game in the cup tie was his moment, and then a lot of games against PSV Eindhoven, against Final, where we lost the games, but he was outstanding.
That's really, really good to hear. And before we go, Brendan, I just want to finish up on this as well. I don't expect you to know this, but I just thought it's another interesting thing to know, actually. And Watford saying that he was linked with some of Europe's biggest clubs before signing with Watford. When he was at Sparta, Brendan, was there any rumours? Was there any transfer rumours about him potentially going to another club? I'm sure when you and me were speaking a few months ago, I think you said Ajax were linked with him. Is that right? I don't know if you want to give us a bit more insight about that.
Yeah, that's right. I think it was through the summer or remorse, because he got that great season with 35 games, 10 clean sheets. I think it was that through the summer that AZ Alkmaar, Ajax Amsterdam. I think it was Inter Milan as well.
Wow.
And some Spanish club, and I don't know yet which club it was, but that was through the summer. And then they re-signed his contract until 2025, and that made the amount of his pay that Watford have to pay to Sparta a lot more than it was this summer. Sparta did a great job there, absolutely great job. He's the highest outgoing transfer of the last years, with about €7 million.
Wow. Will that money help the club like reinvest into facilities or maybe bringing in some more young players?
Yeah, I think so. It will be bringing some facilities. It will be bringing some money to the club. It will be make the club healthy again. Like when we seal away Kevin Strootman, Memphis Depay, I think it's a place like that, But I'm very proud of this guy. He's coming to us. Nobody knew him, and he made his blow away. And I think what I said before, Ajax was there. I said Alkmaar was there. PSV, I'm not sure. I thought I saw Inter Milan last time, and a Spanish team, probably some French. Lille.
Yeah.
Lille was there as well. So a few clubs with European football in their hometown, and it's choose for Watford, and that makes me proud as well.
I think for me personally, I'm just it's always exciting when especially talking to you, Brendan. I can see how excited you are about this signing. It's making me excited. Obviously, he won't join until the summer of 2020. 22. But I think Brendan, I'm sure you'll come over for whenever his first game,
Yeah, well, I
maybe
hope
for
so.
Watford. For me, Brendan, I don't know about you, but I think maybe his first year he might be maybe backup keeper, and he might play in the Carabao Cup and an FA Cup, and then maybe like what happened at Sparta, he played in the cup game, did really well. Then maybe he can push his way into the team. Do you kind of see that's kind of situation happening?
Yeah, of course. That's related on football. He's 22, as we said. Backman is a lot more older. Get a lot of more stuff in his bucket, as you know what I mean. So it means for him, you have to improve. You have to let's see the manager. I'm here. I will be your number one keeper. And that he has to do. He have to let's see the manager what he can do, and have to let's see us what he can do. And as you said, maybe he get a cup tie, the Carabao Cup, playing very very good game, and the manager thinks, okay, he will be our number one. But you know what is at Watford? It's you never know with goalies. But I hope this will not be a mistake for Watford like we did at Berghuis. Last time we signed a player.
Well, Berghuis has gone on to be a fantastic player, but again, unfortunately, it didn't work out. Watford. I know you're a big fan of him, Brendan, but yeah, hopefully, this signing will work out. A lot better.
I will enjoy him the rest of the season. Sparta is not that club.
Try and speak to him for us, and we can do an interview with him.
Yeah, I would do. I would try. I have some contacts in the club, so I would try. But as you know, I have season ticket holder here at Sparta because it's my neighborhood club. And when I go there, I'm enjoying his stuff. And we're singing always Okoye, whoa, Okoye, whoa. When he
is that his main chant? Shall we officially call that his chant at Watford? You know, here on the Watford Way, we're officially announcing his chant.
So one more time, Akoye, whoa, Akoye, Akoye, whoa.
Oh dear!
So,
I think we'll end off the video there. Unless there's anything else you want to say about him, Brendan, other than obviously talking about his new chant.
Well, let's hope he will surprise us, or not me because I know what he can do, but surprise you Watford fans, surprise us Watford fans, as a good goalkeeper. Keep an eye on him. Watch the Watford FC the Netherlands. I will maybe update some more because I have some links with Sparta Rotterdam, of course. So maybe we have some footage of him later on. And getting the reactions underneath my Instagram post. Welcome in, and hopefully we can enjoy him on Vicarage Road.
I hope so too, Brendan. Please check out Brendan's Instagram page at Watford FC NL. I'm sure Brendan will be posting a lot of updates about Akoye on there. As Brendan said as well, Sparta Rotterdam have posted out like a highlight compilation of all of his best saves and performances as well. So if you don't know a lot about him like me, please go and check that out as well. Obviously, it's the international break here in England, but do not worry, we have some content for you on the Watford Way coming up at the weekend, which I'm sure you will enjoy. It's a tier list video where I rank all Premier League goalkeepers from best to worst. So that'll be out on Saturday afternoon. Unfortunately, Akoye is not in that because he hasn't officially joined Watford yet. But yes, that'll be out on Saturday afternoon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to uploading that for you guys. And apart from that, obviously stay updated to our socials at the Watford Way, and please subscribe and leave your comments underneath this video for Brendan. I'm sure Brendan will look at the comments and answer some if you have any more questions about Akoye. Or yeah, just leave your thoughts in the comments about the signing. So we'll sign off there. Thank you very much for coming on, Brendan. Much appreciated. And I'm sure Brendan will be back on the channel very, very soon. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you for our Manchester United match preview. Bye-bye.